And the ads are over, so I'm here now. Hi, hi, Shoka. Oh, how are you guys doing? Happy New Year as well. First stream of the year, actually, now that I think about it, huh? Not the first one of the week. I already talked about how weird it is, how weird this week has been. How are you guys doing? Hope that you guys are doing well. I'm half an hour late. Oops. Oops. I have a very good reason. No, it's actually a horrible reason. I was playing Marvel Rivals. I was playing Marvel Rivals, and I was losing. I'm at a 3-loss streak. And I forgot. Like, oh, wait a second. Oops. So yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have queued before stream. So, but that means that that does mean one thing. That means one thing. Marvel Rival stream tomorrow, because god dang it, apparently, I picked up the game last week again. And within a single week, I climbed from Gold 3 to Diamond 3, and that's like more than I've been on a roll this entire week, right? Oh, I need to take my hoodie off. It's like if you got like, oh, I don't want to treat this by war. Well, I'm self-employed. No, whoops. Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. But I bought new games. I bought some new games to play on stream on Friday. And we're starting with The Farmer Was Replaced. I love management games, and I've been I've been getting into coding, trying to make the fishing replacement. I haven't really touched the file in a while, so I'll have to. Still, I think it will be fun. I think it will be fun. On popular demand, due to popular demand, I also bought Burna Boy Commits Tax Evasion. Which we might play next week. I think we might play that next week. And I bought Outer Wilds. So that's gonna be like a fun game to play over like throughout an entire week. It's not gonna be this week. Might probably be next week, I think. Ooh, I just realized I also need to play some more Genshin because the event ends on Sunday. Ooh, I forgot about that one. Ooh. I'll need to find time to play that on my own, actually, because I don't want to stream Genshin anymore. But I do want to stream Genshin. It's more like I don't want to play too much, right? Like I want to pivot. I want to have like the big 2026 stream pivot where I 100% certain games. I don't know if I want to. I've talked about that last week, right? I've talked about it last week on things I want to do. But yeah, how was everyone's New Year's? Like, I hope that you guys got to, spend the time with family or friends or, I don't know, your loved ones. Like my mom and I, we spent New Year's Eve at one of our friends. We ate I want to say hot pot, but that's not even the case. I didn't make use of the hot pot at all. Her friend made like so many dishes, and actual New Year's Day we spent at our place. We got invited to one place, and we invited people over to us. Including my cousin, and her husband and her mother, my aunt, actually. Yeah, like my cousin's mother. That's my aunt. Um, to our place, and we have like a hot pot and grill, like 2-in-1 thing, which is yeah, like that was fun. That was fun. You know, spending the time with the people you care about. I also got to see my baby niece again. uh, you actually figured out how to shiny hunt in hyperspace. You got a Villian, Scatterbrain, and Wimpod. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, I haven't. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I need to play ZA again at some point on stream. Um, there's been too much. There's been too much going on, and I'm kind of feel lost. I feel lost. I don't know what to do anymore. There's too much I want to do. But yeah, but yeah. God, um, let me drink some water. But yeah, we're gonna play The Farmer Was Replaced. I saw the game a while back, actually. Like, I saw this game, like, I think Doug streamed it, and I was watching his VODs, and I was like, ooh, that game looks really fun, like a management game with programming and stuff like that. Like, ooh, why not? Why not make a stream out of it? And then Ren Penrose streamed the game, and I was like, oh, wow. A second streamer I watch playing the game I wanted to play. Damn. Now I really have to play the game. So yeah. The Pro was a one-series with... Oh my goodness, that sounds like... Well, if the Pokemon are actually the ones you want, I think that's amazing. But yeah, I was like, I bought the game anyway. I was intending to play it anyway, right? And with the winter still at the same time, I felt like I should have, like I should, start the year with something fun. Oh my god, hiccups. Oh my god. Yeah, start the game with something fun, and I'm like, whoa. God, I also forgot how much of a lightweight I am. Like on New Year's, right after we got home, I was like, "Ooh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna grab my bottle of soju, and I was gonna drink some. I was like, "Ooh." And I did I did the thing I wanted to do, which was rip open one of my steel boxes of V card, and the first box was a complete dud, and I was like, "Damn, like, I already bought it way back, so it's not like it matters that much." But I was like, okay, I'm probably not gonna sell it on eBay because, that's just how I am. But then I was like, okay, what if I just open a second box? I have three. That I wasn't gonna do anything with. Fuck it. It's New Year's Eve. Time to drink. Time to drink. Time to rip open again. God, I'm full of regret. I'm full of regret. Because I already bought it, right? Like, it doesn't change my financials in any way, shape, or form. But to imagine that those two boxes, which were complete duds, I could have just sold them on eBay. I could have just sold them for like 500. It's a lot, actually. Oh well. Like, I have one more box left. I'm probably opening that myself as well. Or like I might rip it open and give some packs to friends when I see them. Like genuinely, it doesn't even matter. Um but yeah, like I spent New Year's, like the actual night, like after that, I was watching the Violet Evergarden movie, and god dang it, I am still a lightweight. I'm a lightweight, and very quickly the type of person to cry, and I didn't remember that the movie was something that made me cry, but god dang, I cried. I cried again. It's yeah. But technically too late, actually. I didn't finish my Violet Evergarden binge within the year. It took me a year and 4 hours. I was 4 hours too late. Oh no. It counts. It counts. um, but yeah. 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 Oh my god, actually, I remember now there's something I found out during New Year's Eve. Apparently Jujutsu Kaisen has a sequel. Like, there's like Gege made another story in the JJK universe. Or like an actual direct sequel, like a 70 years later type of thing. And I'm gonna say it. Bro, it's so ass. It's so ass. Why in God's name are aliens a thing? Like actual aliens. Why like that like I understand how the author of Fairy Tail decided to make Eden Zero, right? You know, that's just a whole different story. Don't include space sorcery. It's so ass. It's so ass. It's literally just a thing of, hey, Jujutsu Kaisen was like sold really well, so how can we milk this IP for even more? I'm like, hey, please. I'm like, I don't even want to say I'm Gege's biggest hater. Like, I wanted to say that just for, you know, shits and giggles, but like, no, it's just bad. Anyway, I think it's like called like Jujutsu Kaisen something. I don't even know anymore. Just Google it, read it yourself. I think it's also on the Shonen Jump thing where you're allowed, well, where you're able to like read first 3 chapters and the latest 3 chapters. But yeah, it's not fun. It's such a bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. I went through the first 4 chapters hoping that maybe it was just a bit of a slog of like a fucking start. No, it's just not it for me. It's just yeah. Anyway, yep. anyway, yeah. Happy Friday. Oh my god, I had to yawn for a bit. But I think that's kind of all I want to talk about. I might revisit like today is Farmer's Place, tomorrow is gonna be a Marvel Rival stream, swoopsies. I don't know what I'm gonna do on Sunday yet. Like I was thinking of maybe I'll pick up Octopath Traveler again because genuinely Octopath is like a very bad game to stream. I don't want to stream it because it's just, you know, it doesn't really appeal. Like it has very little appeal. Which sucks. Like I genuinely think that sucks. But at the same time, I'm playing like a very niche indie game, so I feel conflicted. I might do it on Sundays. I might. I think I might. Yeah. Anyway, let me just quickly launch the game. I've been addicted to, like, I was listening to YouTube music last night. I just put on a YouTube mix. Lucius EP music, Dummy is such a bob. I fucking love that. God, the audio of the game is a bit too loud though. Video game scene, game capture. Let me just quickly put up the game. And let me just Change scenes, and we're here. The farmer was replaced. Getting started. Oh my god, wait, I was like, let me try it out. It looked like a window that was drag and droppable, but I didn't think it was actually drag and droppable. Wait. Huh? Wait, hold up. Getting started. This window contains information about everything in the game. You can move windows around by dragging and dropping the gray part of the window. I'm playing with the UI a bit. To get started with programming, go to the first program page by clicking it. Wait. Be sure to check out buttons in the top right corner of the screen. Hover over them to see a tooltip explaining what they do. One of them opens a tech tree. Delete. I am adding functions, and that's not what I should be doing. Oh, that's the information thing. Okay. And then this is the tech tree. Unlocks a simple while loop. First program. All programming is done in code windows. Each code window corresponds to a text file containing code. You can rename the file by clicking on its name at the top of the window. No. I'm mature. I'm mature like that. You can create more code files using the plus, but I found. Yep, I know. You can dock a window to another window by dragging it into it. Huh? Oh, like that. Okay, okay. I forgot to turn on loop. Yeah, sorry, I'm fucking addicted to, like, it's an airworm. It's an airworm. You'll notice that once you start typing, a simple code completion will pop up. Holy shit, it works! I was like, let me just test it out, because you see it like, well, true harvest. I was like, oh, maybe I can do harvest. I have 5 hay. Hey. Let me read the instructions first. I'm such a pro. I am a prodigy at coding. Press tab. There are 2 commands available: harvest and do a flip. It's not doing a flip. Oh, wait, it does 1 step of the code. Oh. Oh, okay, and it's going from one line to the next. Okay. These are function calls. You can think of a function as a command that can be executed. You can execute it using... Let me just... Just do... Well, no? That's not how it works? Okay, there needed to be an exclamation mark. Okay, that's on me. I'm like, let's farm this one piece of hay while I'm reading through it, right? You can think of a code as a sequence of statements. You can run multiple statements in a row like this. Harvest, do a flip, harvest. Collecting grass will give you hay. Hay can be used to unlock loops in the unlock menu. Open the unlock menu with a button in the top right corner. Oh damn, that's so much slower though. Wait, that's so much slower. I was like, can I make it like flip infinitely? I shouldn't. And let's look at this while loop. You have unlocked a while loop and the values true and false. The while loop keeps executing the loop body as long as the condition is true. While condition loop body. Don't worry about creating infinite loops. The delays in execution will prevent the program from freezing. Okay, because yeah, technically, in actual coding, what this means is that this is happening instantaneously forever until the while condition becomes false, but there's nothing in the code making it false, right? Like a code like this would technically make you restart, like restart your system. Perhaps you've already tried to put several harvests in a row. This allows to harvest several times in one program run. However, it would be nice to harvest more than 3 times, and writing the same code multiple times is bad practice. The solution is a loop. A loop allows you to run the same code multiple times. Hiccups. The while loop takes a condition, which is a logical value that can only be in one of 2 states, true or false. Such a value is called a Boolean value. Ah, of course. Boolean. Or it's Boolean. Boolean? Boolean. I think Boolean. Boolean. Yeah, no, okay. The loop then executes the code inside the loop then executes the code inside the loop until the condition is false. The while loop looks like this. While, loop body, where you have to replace condition with a Boolean value and loop body with whatever you want to do in the loop. There are 2 constant Boolean values available, constant values that never change during the program. To create a constant Boolean value, as always, you can say while true, while false, and while false do a flip, or while true do a flip. The first will never do a flip, and the second will do flips forever, an infinite loop. Normally, creating an infinite loop is a bad idea because it will freeze a program, but in this game there are delays between each iteration of the loop, so it will cause the drone to keep doing a flip until you manually stop it. Notice how the line after the colon is indented. Indentation like this is used to separate blocks of code. Just press tab to shift tab or backspace. Okay, we will repeat statement. Okay. That's speed upgrade. The execution speed has been doubled. The problem is that the drone now harvests faster than the grass can grow, resulting in no harvest at all. It's still harvesting though. Like, okay. You have unlocked a few new hats for your drone. Equip them like this. Change hat. Change hat. Hats dot. How does a purple hat look like? Oh my god, he has a new hat. How about a green hat? Guys, which hat do we like? Wait, traffic cone? We could put a oh my god, we can put a traffic cone on a drone. Actually, I love that. I love that. Ooh, wait a second. Can we make this happen? Hats dot. Guys, this is a amazing coder at work here. Green hat. Like, which other hat do we have? Straw hat. Gray hat. Brown hat. Well, it sure is changing through. Can we not have these at the same time? I wanted to have them run simultaneously. No. Because it's like I was hoping to have like the hats change while harvest. No. Okay. Speed upgrade. Execute speed up and double the problem now. If to deal with this, if branches and the can harvest function are now unlocked. So far we only have true and false as conditions, which is of course not very useful with if. The new function can harvest provides a better condition. Can harvest returns true. Returns true if the plant under the drone can be harvested, and false otherwise. Yeah, okay. The reason you can use this function as a condition like this because it returns a Boolean value. Return value eventually means that after the functionality is executed, the function call expression evaluates to... What happens, the if runs is called, does the thing. Okay, so if and harvest through huh? Do a flip. I'm pretty sure we were supposed to do an else value technically, right? But in this case, it's like, unless it's false, it's gonna... I assume, like, in this case, like, you're supposed to do an else, right? So it's like, it pulls out of all the values that it can be, and if it pulls the one value it should be, that you're calling for, it does the one action, or else it does whatever else you are asking it for, but just because it's apparently a Boolean value, which it only has like one or two, like two values itself, I think this should be okay. I think that should be okay. How do I... What do I do next? Like we gotta... Oh, wait, now I see. I'm cutting the grass too quickly, so that's why I'm not obtaining any hay. Oh. Oh. Now I get it. Wait, I was like... What is an elif? I never understood elif. If can harvest. If can harvest. If true? Harvest? Is that how I'm supposed to do it? Wall can harvest? Else? Do a flip? Oh, but that doesn't make sense because now it goes through the first three steps and then it wants to go here, and then... Okay, no. It needs to be an if can harvest. But it's going through all of this at once. So, if can harvest, it looks whether or not it can harvest. It checks if it's true. It harvests. And then it needs to loop, but it doesn't go back up. What? Guys, I don't know. I thought I had it. I thought I understand it. I thought I got it. No. And harvest does the thing, returns true to Spain. Now, if true. Oh, wait a second. That doesn't work either. Okay. Let's take it step by step. If can harvest, do something. If can harvest, it needs to do something. So if can harvest, harvest. If it can harvest, it harvests. No, this is not how that's supposed to work. Yeah, because now if it can harvest, it harvests, and then it goes while true, but while it doesn't work that way because while is just... Okay, so it checks if it can harvest, then it harvests, and then it needs to check if it's true, and then it does a flip. And then it loops the while. I don't understand this. Why is it... It's looping back to the while and not to the if. No coding, guys. Ifs allow you to run code only if some condition is true. They are like a while loop that doesn't loop. The if takes a condition just like the while loop and executes a code. Execute if code block if the condition... Okay, no, I get it. While... I'm a genius. Holy fuck. I got it. Oh my god, that took so long. It took me so long to understand the hierarchy. The while thing always loops. It always runs. But like, we don't want the while harvest to run. We want the if can harvest to run. So how do we get the if to loop? By putting it inside a while that loops. That took so long. Can I edit code live? No. Like... Okay, how do you do else? How is it supposed to work like that? What do you mean? It's not a valid expression. If condition... Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, wait a sec. No, that kills my speed. You got go. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. I'm a genius. Guys, I have an infinite amount of hate. I got an infinite hate glitch. Dude, we love the initial revolution. So is there anything else in this game? Like, is there anything else in this game? Ifs allow you to run a code that will only if some condition is true. They're like a while loop. You can also add an else after the fact, after the if that defines code if the condition value is false. Do a flip else harvest. Elif is short for else if. Oh, okay. Elif is literally an else if. So it's like an else, and then within the else, you want to have another if and another else. No, you if and then elif, and then another else, just because it could be cleaner. It allows you to have like even more layers, I guess, right? Because it's otherwise if and then else and then colon and indentation and then another if and then else and colon indentation, if and then else and colon indentation. In this case, it would be if else colon indentation. If it helps with the indentations, I guess. I guess. How do I get more items? Grassland. Soil. Calling till turns the ground into soil. Calling till again changed it back to grassland. Oh, it's down here. Expand. Your farm has grown. This space is not much use if you can't move the drone, so there are new function moves that moves the drone. Move requires that you specify the direction in which you want the drone to move. There are 4 new constants for this: north, east, south, and west. For example, move north will move the square, a drone 1 square to the north. If you move over the edge, the... Oh, okay, so... Okay, so it cannot go further north, so it automatically goes all the way to the south. Okay. I was already thinking of, like, how am I gonna bright... This is slower, isn't it? I'm pretty sure this is slower. Return true, false otherwise. Takes 200 tick, 1 tick otherwise. Found 1. While true, move north. Trying to think. Would it be better to put this function inside the can harvest? Or would it be better outside of it? I'm not gonna think about it. Unlocks planting. Plant. Grass is nice because it grows automatically. All other plants have to be planted. With the plant function, the only plant you can plant right now is a bush. You can pass the type of plant you want to plant. This will plant a bush called clear to reset the farm. It seems that you can't grow one more than one. You sometimes you'll need to research polyculture to learn more. Sorry, what? Okay, so if we can harvest, we can harvest. Okay, let's just grab new code. Let's grab a new thing. Plant. Entities dot bush. Okay, this is okay, I think while true, plant if harvest move north. I got it. I got it. So now we have a wood farming machine, or like a bush farming machine. Now how do I get it in a... No, I think I need to... No, that's not how I'm supposed to do that. How do if functions work again? If can harvest, harvest. If. Well, if it's true, and if it's false, it goes to the if. No, that's not how I'm supposed to do that either. What do you mean? So if it can... Oh, wait, because it's now doing a flip. Wait, change hat. Hats. Brown hat. If it can harvest... Okay, so I'm so lost, guys. Guys, I'm so lost. Okay, so now it checks if it can harvest first, and then... Then. Do we have then? Is that a thing? Can we do that? All true. Harvest, then move north? I don't know if that's a thing in coding or not. No loops only find a way to traverse a square grid. With the while loop, this is not possible. Until you unlock senses and operators, it is time to introduce a for loop. Sorry, what? You can read all about the for loop on a for loop page, but for now you will only need to repeat a code a fixed number of times. For I in range 5, range n creates a range of numbers from 0 to n minus 1, which has n elements in it. The for loop runs until its loop body once for every element this means in this activity. The for I, what does that I mean? Range 5, do a flip 5 times. And world size is also returns a side length that we can write but won't break with the next for I in range get world size. But what the fuck does for mean anyway? Like, I understand the get world size because then you do for whatever that is supposed to be. Hey, maybe I should open this one. The for loop works like a Python. Called a for each loop in some language, not to be confused with a C style for loop, which is for I in sequence. Do something with well similar to the while loop. The for also repeatedly calls back up instead of looping base condition, and expo loops once for. So for also does it permanently. For variable name in sequence. So I do something with I in that case. So it's like for variable, like what is a variable? What's for get for the anti-science. What do you mean? Why? Right, I'm calling a function, not a variable. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. For I in for I in range starts to generate for I in range and then get world size. Okay. So now it goes, it starts, get world size. But what does get world size actually do? Returns a side length in the grid to, in the north to side length in the, north takes one, get move. And what does range do again? It's like generates a sequence of numbers starting at start, ending right before reaching end. So end is excluded using this start is set to if you only. Okay, and then we want to tap that, and then it needs to go there, after which we want it to move east, and then we want it to not have random bits of code here. So I have something that moves from left to right. Okay, so we have something that, you know, like ultimately, if we get rid of this, we have something that just checks if it can harvest. Then we want it to move one to the right, which exactly this. It moves one to the right, and it does it again, and it just keeps doing that. But this would do the exact same, and it would be optimized. This is the exact same thing, and it's more optimized. Like, it sounds insane to say, but it's like I don't understand the for loop in range harvest. For I in range and I also harvest 5 times. I realize I'm covering the text. Yeah, let me write new code. Let me write new code. While true, colon, if and harvest, we still want it to harvest. No, no, if and harvest, for I in range, get world size. Now it calls harvest for, like, so now it calls harvest, and then it moves south, and it calls it again. Oh, there needs to be a colon here. So this is my idea. While true, which means like it's always gonna do it, then it checks if it can harvest. If it can harvest, it's going to check in range, get world size, or I in range, get world size, and then it's going to do whatever that, like, whatever is subservient of it, this, which is gonna do it 3 times. So it's going to call harvest and move south and do it again and again. And then once this loop has been completed, we repeat with the if can harvest. It actually works. Holy fuck. And like once it's done with this, we move 1 to the east. Oh my goodness, I actually did it. So now I have something that... Okay, so I have something that covers the entire map. That's nice and all. I don't know how to plan things. Like, I know how to plan things. You plan things with the function planned entities dot bush or grass. I just don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do like every other, or like... Because, like, it's going to check if it can harvest, which is always going to be able to do, right? It's always going to be able to check if it can harvest, just because of the timing. It's always going to be able to harvest. Because by the time it has gone through the 3 south and then to the 1 of the east, that piece of grass has always finished growing. I want to be able to occasionally plant entity's bush, but only occasionally, right? Because if I do like this, now it's gonna... It doesn't look as beautiful anymore, but like... Oh, I don't have an L-if. Wait, I don't have an else value, so it was just waiting there. So, okay, I have something that, like, plants bushes and goes up for the entire map. I think for wood it's okay, just because it's not as fast. Unlocks planting. Debug. If not, can harvest and what? Huh? Okay, let's unlock carrots. Okay, let's unlock carrots. I did not think about the fact that I was be able to just drag this elsewhere. Wow. Before you have to till the soil. This will change the calling till will change. When planting costs wood and hay. Oh, planting carrots costs money. I mean, this is just working nicely, right? Like, we are farming a lot of wood. Let's just unlock debug. Sometimes your code just doesn't work and you need to find out why. There are a couple of tools to help you out. First, to execute the program step by step, and stuff. Breakpoints can be added to while execution reaches the line with a breakpoint, while I'm going to switch to step by step. Remove its current value is displayed. Variable. Those are all functions. That's a variable, I think. Print 024, print. That's so funny. That's so funny. Wait. Boobs. I'm mature. I'm so mature. Wait, but what's it? Wait, now I'm calling for. Yeah, now I'm calling for not a variable anymore. Like, I'm calling for a function at this point. Wait, if I'm gonna call for a function, what does this give me? 3. It calls for 3. Oh my god, maybe I'm more qualified than I thought I was. Print true or false. Print current position. Get pause X. Get pause Y. What? Writing into error can be a bit slow if you want to print a lot of that. Quick print, which only prints only to the output window. Also logs as if something can be useful when the execution in the output. Guys, I'm kidding. Guys, I'm getting confused. Guys, I have no clue what's going on anymore. Why did print become the confusing part? Isn't it like the most basic thing of like print hello world? Hey, I didn't forget the quotation marks. So I'm kind of genius like that. um. So we get new functions. Get pause can. Wait, we already had can harvest. Get pause Y. Print quick print. What is store? Returns a string representation of a. What? Huh? What does that supposed to mean? Okay. But let's just check what else can I buy here. Increase the yield of grass. Now I have nothing left anymore. Here, operators, arithmetic. Oh, we can do math. Comparison, boolean, not, and, or. Oh my god, we unlocked and. What does and do? Because it's like, if I can harvest, do this, and move east, and I do it like that, right? What does the ant actually do? Or I in range, that just does it. I don't get this. I genuinely don't. I use comparison, I use compare values, the result is always true or false. The logic operator is not our use combined tree values. 2 times 3 is 6, 5, 2.5. Slash slash, but the result is floored rolled down to the next integer. Oh, okay. Modulo operator, also known as remainder. Essentially divides the two number, returns a remainder. You can also think of it as repeatedly subtracting until the remainder is less than the right number. 5, 2, 2. That becomes 1, 6, 2, 2, 6, 6. 2 divided by 2 minus 6 minus 4 minus 6 minus 4 minus 6 would be huh? I don't understand this one. I understand the larger becoming that, but 2, 6 becoming... Oh, because it literally... Okay, never mind. It just literally cannot reduce more, so it stays at 6. I get it. Our operator, 2 times 2, 4, 5, minus 5 times... Oh, wait, literally the power to the power off. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. Comparison, check equal or not equal. They can be used if 2 equals. If the... I think I know how to do this. I think with comparison operators, I know how to do this. Oh god. True and true, true and false, 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 or true, or at least one true or true, true or false, true, false, or false is false. Okay. Okay. I think I know how to do all 3 at once. I think I know how to do all 3 at once. I'm just gonna write like practice code in here. Like I like writing code in here so that I can at least have it on paper, right? I'm just gonna stop that real quick, and I want to have like... Is that a thing? Yeah, pause. Oh, it needs to be... Oh, it needs to be unlocked first. Oh. Oh, never mind. Okay. Cool. Okay, never mind. Because I saw this, so I was like, I can do that. No, I'll have to make it a bit ugly, which is not optimized. Okay, so while... Okay, I can keep this on. While true... Or I in range, get world size... I wanted to... Harvest. No. Technically, if can harvest... I forgot a colon here. If you can harvest, I wanted to harvest. Then I wanted to plant entities grass, actually. Move. I'm just gonna go north. And we repeat this 2 times. And now it runs all 3 of these 3 times. I think I need to actually put this one indentation farther behind, actually. Okay, now let's see. Does this work as I hope it does? No, it does not. Oh, wait. I forgot to change it to carrot. Grass, grass, grass. Bush, bush, bush. It's not planting the carrots. Because I didn't till the grass. Oh. Oh, okay, I see, I see. Okay. Right, that's the whole reason why I wanted the logic operator, so that I can have, like, tilled grass. If can harvest, harvest. I need to see if there's a way to, like... Check if... Like, I need to get a way to see if the floor is checked. Like, if it... Like, hill, right? If it can harvest, harvest. If... Wait, where do carrots grow on? They only grow on soil. I think this is correct code. I think this is correct code. We just repeat it 3 times. I don't know how to do it more, like, prettier than that. So, while true, calls it, like, permanently. It loops constantly. And then for I in range, so I equals the range, which calls the function get world size, which calls the world size. If it can harvest, then it harvests. It plants grass, and it moves north 1. Then it moves east. Then it does the same thing again. Plants for bushes. Harvest, plant bush, move north. move east, 1 to the right. Now it calls for world size again. And now it does this 3 times. If it can harvest, it harvests. That always happens. Then it checks if the soil is like if the ground is soil. If it's true, it plants. If it false, it calls the else function, which tills the ground from grassland to soil, and then it plants, and then it moves north, and then moves east again, and then okay, please, oh, please tell me it works. There isn't enough indentation. Oh, right. Ground soil is not a number, it is an entity. Comparing it to a number doesn't... Fuck! I'm stupid! Okay. That does not work like that. Ground soil is not a number, it's an entity. Oh, so that does not work like that. I was hoping to, like... Grassland... Soil, calling tail, call tail again. And the idea was here, right? The idea was here. What function do we have? We have can harvest, change hat, clear, do a flip. Yeah. Harvest, move, plant, print, quick print, range, stir. String equals print, output.txt. Returns a string representation of an object. String equals star. I just want to... Okay, let me grab this. Let me just run... what did it print? It printed absolutely nothing. Returns a string representation of object. I don't think that works. Yes, that's not a variable that I'm calling. What the fuck am I supposed to do? And that pulls out true. What if I call the till variable? So it calls none here. What if I call till now? And then, okay, so print calls a variable till, which also tills. Guys, this is so confusing. This is so confusing. I want to have, like, good-looking code, but it just doesn't work like that. Oh, I must at least one. Oh, wait. It just tails. It doesn't check if tail equals true. Because right now my code is always gonna destroy the carrots by fucking with the. It's always gonna fuck with the code, right? Because if tail equals true, which in this case it does, it's not planting. It's just doing everything at once. It's tailing. Okay, it's not planting. It's not planting though. I'm not using hay and wood, but it's tilling and doing a flip. I don't, guys, I don't understand. I felt like such a genius when I wrote this. This sucks. Yeah. 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 Huh. You know what? I I know what I can also do. I know what I can do. For I in range get world size. Huh? Argument 1. Oh. Oops. Wait. That works. This works. This works. Move east. North. Wait. This is gonna mess everything up. The one. I don't think that works. Yeah. For I in range get world size. Here. And now we want to move east again. And then we want to grab this code. Harvest grass, north, harvest grass, north, harvest grass, north, east, bush, 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 east, carrot, 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 north, east, here. I'm trolling. I troll with my code. I didn't think about what would happen if it just cannot do it. Then it would skip to the next. But in the okay, you know what? For now, let's test it out. Okay, so plants a bush, plants a bush, plants a bush, plants a carrot, plants a carrot, plants a carrot. Okay, you know, timing wise, it works out. Luckily, timing wise, it does work out. It did not work out. It's actually going slightly too quick, I think. Yeah, carrots just take too long to grow, so by the time it's actually... It's gonna break at some point. Oh. Why is it not harvesting? Well, it did harvest that. Okay. What if I expand a farm? And I'll plant, yeah, okay. Okay. This is very nice code and all, but it just doesn't work properly. Yeah. Huh. Can we make our own functions? Is that a thing? No, we cannot make our own functions. I was like, if I can just make a carrot function in one block and I could just reuse that instead of like constantly repeating the same thing over and over again, like at least this initial part. Oh. 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 I think I wanted to have census. Guys, I was working so hard on trying to get this to work. I think I can just use this I think I can just do this numerically. Get ground type. That's what I wanted. Get ground type. Okay. I can make this nice now. I can make this nicer. If can harvest. But harvest first. If get ground type equals how do I check soil type? I was able to do that earlier. How do I? Hold on. Scale. Land. Entities dot caret. Move north. Move east. Why can't I not? Now it does bushes, bush, carrot, 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 carrot. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I'm so good at this. Guys, that took so much longer than I needed to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just this. Getting the ground type, knowing when it is soil or not, is so nice. I know I can also do numerically, like if... no, like I could get like the coordinates, right? Like if get position X and get position Y equals coordinates, then do that. But I think this is a cleaner way to do it, because otherwise I would be checking 8 specific coordinates. Now I'm just checking 2 specific rows, because I'm going from down to north, like twice. Oh my god, this took so long. Sorry, I had to lock in there. I had to lock in there getting this code correct. Oh my god, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I bet someone who has actual, like, knowledge in, like, how to code properly could do this so much faster and so much more smoothly. Like, I remember if we go into here, they're saying stuff like, wait, no, they're saying, they're saying, something about, like, repeating. Yeah, it would be nice to harvest more, and writing the same code multiple times is bad practice. This is exactly bad practice, but I just can't figure out how to make it more smoothly. Oh, I guess I could, like... No, not really. Like, I think I could make it more complex. I could add another line, like, check entity type or something. Oh my god, there are so many things now. It's like, if I were like to be like, not get ground type, get entity type, and it's like and entity grass. And then if that, then, you know, like if get entity, and now I'm just doing it numerically, like 4, 4, 4, 4, right? It just grabs a world size. I could use get entity type, and like if it has grass underneath, then check if it can be harvested. Else if, and then else if. But to do that, I would also have to have everything planted beforehand, right? Like I could have a like let me just yeah, that's where the main code is. So let me just, like, I could do something like this. Start with while true to make an infinite loop. If get entity type equals entities dot grass, like if it's entity grass, if can harvest there needs to be hold on here, plant This is a function. I think I could do something like this. Else... bush. And like you repeat this if it gets a bush, else it does carrots. I think that would work the exact same way. So like if, and then if and harvest land. And if get entity type doesn't work, then I would just be using entities grass or entities bush, right? Like, I would just do something like this. Like this, and then it would just repeat. Wait, that's not a valid expression? Oh. Did I get my if statements wrong? Oh, wait. um, then it would be something like this, I think. I'm pretty sure code would look like this and then move north and you would repeat that, like, I think the code would look like this. I'm afraid to test it. Well, I have the main code saved anyway. I wanna see if my code actually works. It works. It does work like that. Well, it didn't work for the bush because I did mess up there. Oh. Oh god, where the hell did I bring my main code? Actually, I do think that this is slightly more optimized. I'm gonna be honest. I actually think this would just be faster, but the issue just is the fact that I'm unable to get grass if it can you menu stop connecting to one another? Like if we were to do this, yeah, that just works as well. Wow, I'm very dumb because I just ran the same code that I knew would work. Yeah, it's just a case of if I already have everything planted, I'll be able to do that, and if not, then I'll be able to just do it like this. It's not like it really matters, let's be real. I do want to say, for as nice as it is that I was able to write this code, this is just more versatile. Like, I wouldn't need to write any other code than this, right? Uh-oh. Wait. Clear. redo. Like the thing is just, this is a lot more versatile of a code. um, yeah, like I can just add or subtract from it. This looks a lot cleaner though. Yeah, yeah. It was just a nice way to like practice, I guess. You know, the coding prodigy does need to have some practice in. Increase the, is there no way to increase the yield of wood? Like that's actually a thing I'm wondering. Is there? Oh, I forgot to put the playlist on loop. Oh no. Variables, assign values of next plant equals entities bush plant next plant. Oh my god, there's like actually, that was actually the thing I wanted. I'm constantly one step ahead on the tech tree for myself. I want to figure things out as it goes, but now I know that a mega farm is a thing. I'm getting way too many, and see, that's, my complaint was I'm getting way too many carrots. I don't have enough wood production, right? Because I don't get enough bushes. I can just turn this into 1. I can do this. And now I have 2 rows of bushes and only 1 row of carrots. I think. Never mind. I messed up because the move east was not within the 4 iron range. What just happened there? Wait, what just happened there? Wait, 4 I in range. If can harvest plant grass. I think I just fucked up my code. I think I moved a wrong move east. Oops. Okay, wait. That okay. I'm moving a bit too quickly. That is on me, boss. Beef. That's on me. But yeah, now we solved our wood crisis, right? Which is great. We solved our wood crisis. It's like we're playing Catan. A 6x6. Let me just do that. And now it should just do 2 rows of each, which is phenomenal. I don't know if I want to have 3 rows of carrots, though. I think that's a bit too much, perhaps, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, management games, right? Fun. It takes a bit longer because it needs to till all of the floor as well, all of the ground as well. But it should be fine now. We should be fine with the wood because we get 12 wood. Well, it still only costs... It takes 1 per ride. I think I might need to go 3 wood. Yeah, we're spending more wood than we can get. Wait, clear? 3, 1. very easily edible. I'm so proud of this, guys. You guys wouldn't believe it. You guys wouldn't understand. But I'm so proud that I actually got something. Use items, water. Growth speed of a plant scales linearly from 1 times to 5 times speed at water level 1. An average boost, but there is a random maintain a high water. A tank holds use item. Use item? Unlocks watering? Waters per second? Wait, why do I have 3 water? Oh, it actually uses water. But I can't even... Well, it's nice and all that I can water plants, but I'm literally unable to harvest them quick enough. Like, this is the fastest it can be. If can harvest and harvest happen simultaneously, and then it plants, and then it moves. Like, I can't... Like, unless I want to hyper-focus on one specific spot, I need a second drone. That's what the thing is. I need a second drone for watering to actually... does anything. Like, I could be, like, get water... If get water equals... or, like, smaller than 1... water? I guess? 1 tank of water is automatically... Yeah. Okay. It's not something I feel the need to use right now. Just, yeah, it's like, I can water it and it's gonna, like, dry up. The soil's gonna dry up, but I won't have a use for it. Because I can't harvest it that quickly. Guess I'll just ignore it, huh? Fertilizer. I don't have a use for that because I don't have... I literally don't have the amount of drones that can do that. We need 500 gold. I don't have gold. Huh? Census, we already unlocked that. Assign values of variable. I'm just gonna do that real quick while this is running in the background. Variables can be thought of as named containers that can hold a value that equals this use to declare a variable and store a value in it. Now, it took me so long to understand the difference between double equal sign and single equal sign. It took me so long to understand that. Because it doesn't use, like, math rules. Like, it's genuinely so hard. I unlocked a new hat. I need to close some tabs, I think. I think I need to close some of these. I'm still proud of this code, though I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna save it. Can I not attach it? Or is it because it's running? No. Well, fuck me, I guess. I also have no clue why I moved one to the right. Yeah, I can ignore watering, close this. Census. Entities push. If you want to know how much of a particular unlock you have on num unlock function, for example, num unlock return number of speed upgrades, Unlocked senses will return 1 if they are unlocked and 0 if they are not unlocked. So if they are locked, unlocked on items. Number of upgrades. Oh, right. Num unlocked items cards will only return 0 or 1 because it's either do you have them or not. I was like, can I be like... Because my initial thought was like, ooh, can I see like if number unlocked equals smaller than, but then I realized no, it's just gonna be a 0 or 1. Like, do you have it or do you not? Like, I figured that out before I even read it. Variables. Left-hand side is a variable name, right-hand is expression. Declare variable A, and then you equals 5. Declare variable name B, and store the return value of a function name, and then it's gonna do not confuse equals with the double equals. Double equals are equal, return true or false. Single equals to a value. Range A for A5, then it'll do 5 times. I0. Well, I equals smaller than A, I equals I plus 1. And then it's gonna stop doing that. This is you have to recommend I manually. That to increment, we have to be its own value plus 1, changing the value of variable placed on it is very common. I plus I is the same because I plus equals A divided is I plus E. Oh, now I get it. Using I plus equals 1 is the same as I equals I plus 1. Oh. Was that explained in operators? No, it was not. But this is the first time they've actually explained it to us. That's cool. I have no clue what percentage does. I assume it's supposed to be the modulo operator, where it reduces it every single time. Do I have a use for variables? Like, that's actually a question right now that I have. Do I have a use for them? Like, I could name bush equals entities dot bush move bush. I can rename these parts, but there's not really much of a reason for me to do so. It's nice and all that I unlocked variables. I don't think I need them. At least not for how I'm playing it. Like, I don't know how to, like, what use does if something is smaller than something? Because it's not like the num unlock thing works as a variable to see how much you own of a certain thing either. Use unlock lists, plants equals entities for P in plants, plant P. So you unlock the amount you have. Store multiple values in a single variable. Do empty list equals. You can access a list by its index. The index are 0, 1, 2. List number 1. You can iterate over a list using a for loop. The list equals 4, 7, 2, 5. Sum equals 0. Sum plus equals number. So you have a list with variables. You have a different variable with 0 for number in list. Sum plus equals number. Then the variable changes to 18. But why do you need to do math? I can see how it's used, right? Like I can see that if we make something that's called bush entities dot bush, and then we are like plant bush, that this is gonna plant entities bush. Like, I know that much. Or if we're gonna make something like fucking, I don't know, but the just plant. We name a variable plant. We name it like 6, and we give x equals. And if we do plant plus x, that's not how it works. Well, that is how it works. Like, we get... Do we? No, that's not how it works. There's no reason for us to do that. It's more like, no, if I have to have an example, it's like, move, like, 4 iron range... Oh, wait, then we do need to have something. 4 x in range, and then we have x equals 2904, and then like x plus equals 300, move north. That it moves north 3,204 times? I think that's how it works. That's just a guess. Don't forget the colon. Why did that stop working? And now it's just gonna move 3,204 times. Like, that's cool. It's gonna move 3,204 times north. I just don't see the use for it. Like, I genuinely just don't see the use to do that. Like, why would I want it to move 3,200? Like, I know this is a stupid example, right? Like, actually, why would you do that? You wouldn't. Let me clear first. Because my autism is unable to take this. Where did I hide the clear button? Why is the clear button is hidden? Did I throw it away? I did throw it away. I just don't see the use for variables. Wait. Wait. I don't know if this is gonna work. No, yeah, that does not work like that. Because that's a I'm putting a function inside a variable. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Like, I want to make my own function consisting of other functions, right? That's what I'm trying to do. To clean it up elsewhere. Oh. Oh, it's right here. Def f argument 1 argument 2 equals false. Function you can use call operator to call the function f42. Oops, you can already see built-in function calls structure code and blah blah. Should add a block of code you can subcall from anywhere you want. Move direction for in and move dir. It's a function definition there. Move n10 north to west. Oh. Function that adds a variable assignment like this, which is like that. You can't use before it was assigned. The def has to run before any function calls. The code will throw in an error. Func def func. Yeah, you need to define the function before you call it, because if you call the function before it has ever been defined, it's not going to do anything. You can also add as many parameters that you want. Fine. Move and direction like that. So it's a lot of optimization that I can do, right? Well, it's like I can do optimizations, but it still needs to go down from top to bottom. Like, I genuinely don't see me being able to optimize this even. You know, let's make a new, let's try it out. Def, define, let's define something. Here button again. Would that work? Like, would this work? No. See the import doc page. Oh. How do I import it? How do I import things? That is something I do want to figure out then, right? Just to clean up this so that I have everything in a pretty main file. Rounds programming, while if loading backups, output. The import A has never been defined. It does appear to be defined in file F3. Did you forget to import that? If you have imported, you probably have an import cycle. How do I import things? Oh, it's now destroying everything, I realize. Or, like, it's not gonna destroy everything. Let me just put this on. Let me just keep this on. I actually just... Honestly, this is a fun game. It is a fun game. I love management games, right? I feel like I just... Oh, no, I opened that menu a bit too many times. I just feel like I was just a bit too... Oh. How do I import things? There's a fucking import button. Putting all your code in a single file quickly becomes manageable. Import similar should import function from another file. Here's how it works. Import module 2, module2.x plus minus 1, module print x equals. Oh. Ow. Your import model 2 runs the import, and then you do model 2 dot, and then you do the function. No need to read further. You can also move the global from import. Okay, so like, as far as we are aware, this is all we need to do. From module to import print x, which only imports print x. Import star print x global from module import. Also import myself access through a variable. It unpacks and assigns them directly into local. This form is imported not because it doesn't refer two files import each other. I'm exile for each file. Imports can be quite unintuitive, but most programs can avoid it by sticking to the import file syntax instead of from file. Okay, so they are explaining if you want to be complex, you can do it, but they wouldn't, right? Instead of calling it from one import to another. It just, no, like, okay, so from my understanding, instead of like accessing, so like if you do this and you just access the thing, but by from from model to import, you directly import them into the file itself, which just, yeah. When the importer will execute the entire file, then give you access to all the fireballs have been defined. If you import the same file, which you return to cache mode from further, they'll mean the import same amount of time, so I will import that file, will actually harvest during import, but when you import it again, won't harvest because the files only run once. There's a way to avoid such using name, what happens if file A imports file B and file B imports file A? This will work fine. Let's say neither. Import B, x equals 0, import A, def, fine. Let's say, and someone else executes import A runs until import B, the B module A doesn't contain X because it's only B restored to one. Does not have a, huh? What? What the fuck? I'm just gonna. Do it like this. And if I were to do now, import dot F3, is that how you're supposed to do it? Or like, is it the equals, double equals? No, there are no, oh wait, no. Import F3, F3 dot pay while through F3 bush art so now we're running this one, but it's actually running this. Cool. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I ended up doing this, because it's just exactly the same code as main, but it's just slightly shorter. It just looks shorter. It's a mess. I'm having fun. I'm having fun though. But it's such a mess. Oh. God, I'm lost. Dude, I'm so lost. Like... Like, I still don't understand why we have... Like, I guess I could, like, I could change it. I could change it around just a bit, right? By removing all of the 4 in ranges. And, like, include them in here. Why? Okay, I do wonder, why would this not work? Like, why does that not work? Like, I suppose I can just do this, right? instead of having to constantly change it up in here, I can just have one file that's called that has all of the functions, which consists of the main functions, which I wrote in here, and then I just call it like so, which is just very convenient. Like these two are pretty much just tied together, and it works like that. So if I were to unlock trees, which I could have done a while ago, they get 5 read each. Trees have some space, and planting will slow. The growing time is double for each tree, so if you plant trees, they will take 2 times 2 times 16 times the can be operator. Oh! Wait, let me just... Okay. I'm just gonna quit this thing. Maybe I shouldn't call it harvest.functions. Because that clearly broke things. I'm just gonna call it something shorter. I think F3 is a really nice name to give something like that. There was no point in doing that. Okay, let me just clear this real quick. Trees are a better way. Trees like to have some space, and planting them right next to each other will slow them down. The growing time is double for each tree that's on the tile directly to the north, south, or west of it. As you plant trees on every tile, they take 2 times 2 because it has 1. And then it has 4 direct adjacent ones, which means that this one would take times 2 longer. The motor something, I think it was called. Modulo operator can be useful here. Returns the remainder of the division. Even numbers divided by 2 have a remainder of 0, and all numbers divided by 2. The def is even. Return n equals true. Huh. Okay, I have an idea. I'm just gonna write new code. Entirely new code. I'm covering it, I realize. Let me just do it like so. How does that look like? Okay. That's how a tree looks like. Entities tree. And then that. Yeah, okay, we can see that the tree just takes so much longer to grow up because this has 2 trees next to each other, so it's like super slow. This only has 1 tree next to it, which makes it grow. Okay. I get it. Here is even n. Return n equals 0 if it's true. Oh, because 2 and then 1 is okay. And then you define a function which returns 0, like checks if something is even. Huh? remember remainder of the division, so 2 have odd numbers half of 1. You can check if a number is even like that. Yeah, okay, so I know how to, like, I know the idea behind this, but how do I check the growth multiplier? Like, how am I supposed to call it? Let me just directly copy the code that they have. Yeah. X1, you called it with no arguments. What? This even takes 1 argument, return n divided by 2, so if I were to be like 3, it's gonna return 1. Which is false. It's gonna return 1 because 3 minus 2 equals 1, cannot go farther, and it's larger than 0. If I were to do 4, it's gonna be true. Yeah, but that doesn't work, because how are we even gonna see what the growth value is? It's like, is that a thing? Like, is that a thing? Where we can check the, like, it, let me check real quick. Here. Intro. Ground type, pause, world size, harvest, len, what is that? Number, oh, that's that. Let's move num items. At the piggy plant, quick brand range, tail use item. I love that. Tree. If you want more information on tree, check trees. Plural. I'm trying to find a way, but like, I don't understand. You can check if a number is even like this. Yes, I know, but how are we supposed to check the multiplier? Because honestly, at this point, right, I'm much better off writing something like plant entities, move north, plant entities, entities. Like at this point, I'm like much better off writing something like this. Right? Like, yeah, the issue is, like, I guess, like, the issue is the moment you have... Like, if you have a 7x7, this code no longer works. Fusion speed. No, that was that. Census, get pause XY, num items, get entity, ground type, entity. If get entity type, if none, get entity. Num unlocked, get entity type, returns none if there is no entity under the drone. Function that has no return get entity. I'm trying to think how am I like how would I do this without using the modulo operator? Because I don't understand how to use a modulo operator. Like I don't know how I'm supposed to read. Like I'm not sure how I'm supposed to read trees. I found out where we can increase the yield of bushes though. Let me just for now here run this. I feel like it's been a bit overdue. Like I'm not producing anything right now. Um I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. How can I do this efficiently? Because if we increase world size again, right? Like, I guess we're lucky that the next world size upgrade is an even number again, but the moment it hits a 9x9, we're kind of fucked. I can always just write more code, right? Like, I can always just... Like, I can always write something like this, which is like an... Def would... Oh. If can harvest... Harvest... Plant... Entities... 3... Move... North... No, that's not gonna work. Well... Like, I could write code like this, right? Where it's going to check if it can harvest. If it can, it's going to plant a tree, and then move north, and then it's going to check again if it can harvest, plant a bush, move north again, and then repeat that on loop? Well, technically, like, we were to do 4? Yeah, 4 iron range get world size divided by 2. It should work like this, right? Should be able to work like this. So let's just stop this. So now we go through, you know, our ordinary hay ones goes down. Then it's gonna plant the wood in the order tree, bush, tree. Oh, that didn't work like I wanted it to. Never mind. Huh. Because it's going... Why did it skip everything and not go to the next ones? Why is it... Huh? I was going to check... Okay, wait. It's going to check Hay3 now. Now it moves to range or iron range 1. Now it's going to wood F5 wood 1. It's going to check the world size, which is in this case 6 divided by 3 for 2. It's going to check if it can harvest. It can harvest it. It's going to plant a tree. It's moving north. It's going to check if it can harvest. So stupid. I'm so stupid. So stupid. I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Hold up. Okay, let it go through all of that first. I forgot to move it to the east as well. You know, maybe let's just run through this first. Oh, it's not working like I wanted to. Wait, okay, let me just clear first. Okay. I think my code should be fixed now. It should be fixed now. It should be able to, like, get all of the hay, and now it should swap between the two wood types. It is. It's only not planting like I want them to, because I messed up hierarchy once again. Clear. Try again, because it's going too fast. But like it does the east every 2 instead of every 6. Yeah. Now it should be fine because the trees aren't touching each other adjacently, so they can grow like they should. That takes so long. So long. It works, yes. Am I proud of this code? No. But it works, so right, that's all that matters. I somehow missed that I could upgrade those ones. Increases the yield and cost of carrots, receive more water. Sure, why not? I could make use of more water. Oh, and now it's so much faster. Wait, hold up. Is this actually going to cause problems? Not yet. And it's harvesting everything really quickly now. I didn't think about the fact that this might actually cause problems, huh? Did not think about that one at all. Get cost. Automatically unlock things. Enter the leaderboard for the fastest. Huh? This game has a leaderboard? Companion planting? Okay, I should unlock pumpkins first. I can unlock pumpkins right now. Planting them costs carrots. When all the pumpkins in the square they have will grow together to form a forest pumpkin have a chance of dying once they are fully grown. So you need to replant the dead ones. When a pumpkin dies, leave behind a dead pumpkin and one drop when planting a new with harvested can harvest always return false on dead pumpkins. Oh. That's annoying. N by N equals... and N by N for N times 6 for everything that's larger than 6. Equal or larger than 6. Go to at least 6 by 6 times... Oh, so they actually want us to have, like, a square worth of pumpkin, huh? When pumpkin dies, well, planting a new plant in display removes that pumpkin, so there's no need to harvest it. But it also means that if you want to have one, there's a chance it might die and not get it. Okay, okay. 1 in 5 pumpkins dies. Dead pumpkins are useless and disappear. Pumpkin cost 1. Okay, okay. So, but we can check if it's a dead pumpkin. Can grow in soil. And they just die when they grow on growth. It's not like they die after a while. Okay. Huh. That's rough. That's rough. I'm trying to think. How should I do this? Just gotta make it even faster. Max speed on this has officially caused problems. Well, it hasn't actually caused problems. It's just harvesting too fast on the trees. So it's just skipping past the trees. Or like the trees with natural slower growth, I guess. Or something went wrong. Or it's just happening really quickly. No, it's just happening really quickly. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I need more hay. That's the issue. And to get more hay, I need to get pumpkins. But to get pumpkins, I need to get carrots. And to get carrots, I need to get more wood and hay. I can do this for now. Oh, again, that's how you get more drones. This game is fun though. It's fun. I did not expect me to get like 2.5 hours worth of like entertainment out of this. Obviously, something went wrong here because it's like it's not going from perfectly bottom to the top, but it seems to be working okay anyway. Hmm. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I need to get. Okay. Let's close F4. Let's clear it. Let's put these two together, just so that I know where they are. What is this? That's the pumpkin one. Okay. Um. Let me just close all of this. OG main. No, do not delete that. Actually, it can get deleted because I don't use F1 anymore. Here, F1. While true, we always start with a while true to start the loop, to make it an infinite loop. If it's soil, plant, entities, pumpkin, else, hill, plant, entities, pumpkin. Wait, I think I did something wrong. How did I do it? If get ground type equals soil, plant. I forgot to turn the function into a function. Now we have pumpkin number 1. And I think that was a dead pumpkin. Okay. Oh, I mistyped pumpkin. Deaf pumpkin. And movies. And now? Wait. Or I in range get a world size. Pumpkin. Okay. Colon. I always forget the colon. Oh, and that's a function within a function. And all those dead pumpkin are being... Okay. The game does not make any differentiation between larger or smaller pumpkin. We know how much it harvests. How much it harvests for, which is 216. So if we can... if we can be like, if harvest value equals or larger than 216 harvest. That's what I'm thinking of, but I don't think that's a thing that I can do. Num items, how much I have, get entity type, position, get entity type, get entity type. Because what is it gonna say if I do get entity type? Yeah, it's just gonna say pumpkins. Okay. Is there a way to see how much this pumpkin would give? Maybe it would be via cost. I think it would be possible to see how much this pumpkin is worth via cost. So much for automation, right? So much for the automation of farming. But yeah, it's like I just need to find a way to see how, like, when the pumpkin is worth 216 or more, and I assume I would be able to find it in get cost, right? Like, get cost. Like, it would allow me to get the function get cost, which shows me how much it's worth. Can I make a function like that? No, I don't think I would be able to. Because, like, what would it even consist out of? Like, def pumpkin cost. Like what could even, what would even go in here? Like, there's no value thing. These entities get water rounds. I don't know how I would do that. Like, of course, I could always just skip it, right? I could always just not do that. And just be like, haha, here is a single pumpkin. But, like, the amount of pumpkins I get for every carrot I spend, it is worth a lot more to do it like so rather than the smart way. Because you just get an exponential amount of pumpkin this way. Wow, those are a lot of dead pumpkins. Ah. I'm almost at 2.5k, and now I need to get another 2.5k to unlock the actual costing, because I'm not unlocking the costing right now. I'm unlocking dictionaries. Ah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. um, I actually don't know how I'm supposed to do this optimally. Dictionary data structure allows to map keys and values the same way dictionary maps are words and definition. Right off, northeast, east, south, southwest, west, north. There's another entry dictionary accessing get entity type. Web pause, get entity type. Putting a key there, no guarantee. Also, see also sets. Without value set nor. I think I'm confused. I'm so confused. I'm actually so confused right now. For iron range print, no, it won't be able to use ranges. I'm trying to. Okay, what if I do? Is this gonna do anything? No, it's just going to print entities pumpkin. Never mind. How is there a way to find the value of pumpkins? I don't think you can, is the thing. I'm almost out of carrots, but I'm gonna be fucked if the cost thing isn't gonna tell me how much the pumpkins are worth, right? Like if it doesn't tell me, then then that's messed up. And I'm running out of carrots like crazy. I am actually like I think I'm cooked. Guys, I think I'm cooked. Yeah. Yeah, I'm lost. I'm so lost. Okay. Harvest. We're almost there though. We're almost there. We just need 500 more and then we can check the cost. And if it doesn't give us the 215 out of, or like 216, then I'm gonna, like, if it doesn't give that, then I'm gonna try, I think. Yeah. Okay, just 32 more. I'm just gonna make a big pumpkin again. Upgrade. Get cost. Return such a dictionary. It returns a cost of a plant or unlock. Get cost entity pumpkin returns item for unlocks and optional get cost unlock loops. Cost get cost for item in cost, but get how much it costs to get. Oh wait, that doesn't work like I thought it would. Items carried. Oh, yeah, it returns how much it costs to make. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That's not what I wanted to make. Oh, bummer. Okay, well, gamers, I think we got scammed. We got scammed. That's messed up. That's messed up. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I have new plan. I have a new plan, which is a boring plan. Um 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 import F1 for I in range to F1 dot pumpkin close function. I can delete these ones because these ones are absolutely fucking worthless. Like I couldn't do shit with these. Clear. And let's see if my code still works as it should. Now it tills everything. Tills plants pumpkins. And then harvests everything. Yep. It works as it should. And we're back to oh, wait a second. I forgot to add harvest to the pumpkin. Wait. It's just planting. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. If can harvest. For I get if ground type ground equals soil, plant pumpkin, else till plant pumpkin. How am I supposed to do that again? Like, I think I'm supposed to do if can harvest. I think I'm supposed to do it like this. I think I'm genuinely not sure. It's just a very neat way to do it. I think there's definitely a way to do it more optimally. But at the very least, it just works. So that's cool. Oh, wait a second. I messed up. If it doesn't harvest, if it's unable to harvest, then it's not going to be able to plant. I did not think about that. Is that gonna work? I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Like this, if can harvest, and if like it should work like that. It should work like that. I don't see why it wouldn't work like that. Because now the planting is independent of the harvesting. It hasn't been an issue at all for anything else, but it is an issue for pumpkins, right? Because harvesting this one means that those 3 are no longer harvestable, which means that it's that it wouldn't harvest anything. But it seems like it works now. And yeah, I think I've actually kind of done everything that there is to do. Like I wouldn't know what else to do right now. Like the last bits of the game. Like I could optimize this. I could do that, but am I in a mood to do that? No, I'm not at all. So like I don't want to do it. Yeah, my laziness is showing right now. No, I think I've done all that there is to do actually, which yeah, it's a funny little game. It's a funny little game. I just don't know what else to do. Like that's kind of the issue with all these management type games, right? At some point you feel like you min-maxed it to a sufficient degree, so it's like, yeah, cool. And especially in a game like this, like a game like this is actually super cool because it's like you make your own progression and yeah. Like you make your own progression, which is super hella cool. Instead of like a lot of management games where you just buy stuff or build stuff and link it together, you literally create stuff. Yeah, I think that's just super novel. I just think that is super novel, and yeah, I think I don't know if I'm like, this is obviously not the most optimal way to do it, right? There are a million ways how this could have been optimized. But yeah, I'm trying to think, like, how would I be able to make a 6x6 which actually like I'm trying to think of a way of like, imagine you have like 6x6 like so, and you get the drone to check every 16 type, and if it returns pumpkin 16 times, that it then harvests, because then it knows that it's a live pumpkin. While if there's a dead pumpkin, it won't be able to do that because it would only return less than 16 times to refarm it. But yeah, I'm just super lost. I'm actually so lost. Like, I got something that works, right? I haven't used water at all, right? I haven't used water, period. Like, I could do this a few times, and now we get, like, a lot more water, but it's like increasing the growth speed doesn't actually do anything for me because we are at as fast of a drone that we are, and we are still keeping up with the growth without any issue. Like, maybe if we have double drones, it would be different, but we don't have double drones. And yeah, it's like fertilizer. I don't need to use fertilizer. Weird substance. That's funny. Yeah, I guess okay, I think the big issue that I have as well is just the fact that I didn't need to use water or fertilizer, because you could definitely write code that could maybe check if it's infected or not. But yeah, no, I think, I think I'm just done here. I think I'm just done here, which is a cool 3-hour adventure. A cool 3-hour adventure. It's a funny little game. It's a goofy little game. I enjoyed my time doing this, and I'm probably never gonna touch it again. I'm gonna be honest. But it's definitely a very, very fun way of like learning a simplified way of coding. Yeah. Anyway, I think I am calling it a night with this. So, I'm just gonna change scenes. And yeah, I don't know. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I have the urge to grind more in Marvel Rifles. I have the urge to grind more in Marvel Rifles. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm probably gonna play a bit more off stream, but I'll be streaming it tomorrow. I'll be streaming my comp grind tomorrow because I want to do it. I wanna. Now that I know that my PC can run like more graphically intense games, I actually want to make use of it. Right? That's the whole reason why I upgraded my PC a while back to do stuff like that. Maybe I'll be streaming. I could stream Genshin on Sunday, but for now, I'm not gonna raid anyone because I'm also just a bit. I don't want to say tired. I'm just not in a mood to socialize. So, thanks guys for sticking around with random games on Friday. I have yet to think of a way to name this. Goofy Friday? Goofy Friday. No, that sounds horrible. That sounds horrible. But yeah, thanks guys for sticking around. And I'll be back tomorrow. So for now, hope that everyone, takes care of yourselves. And yeah. God, I'm tired. I'm tired. How do I do streaming? Okay, I think I'm just gonna go now. See you tomorrow. Bye.